father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Christian travels.
Hey, alert 3.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, seam 6.
55, my God, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the double.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And it's a fumble.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Wilson, that's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Allen. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. On 1st down, Dickerson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
You were saying that your girl is at a concert?
Hey, Wood! Deep grip!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well.
The route,
the throw, touchdown.
Hold on real fast.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his kick is right through.
Yeah, man, fucked up. I was on the phone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
91.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
I thought I caught that.
Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get down. Ready?
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Oh, what a play by Primetime. So electric, the ultimate home run hitter.
Now, see, you set that up really nicely for me because I got a nugget. Deion is the only person to hit a home run in Major League Baseball and score an NFL touchdown in the same week.
Oh, I like that one. Remember, too, the only man to play in both the Super Bowl and a World Series.
This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And the catch made by Johnson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Check, 43.
6 man. Bravo.
Check curls. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Let him know. 43's the Mike. 43, go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I have one call up there.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
All good.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 1st down, Dickerson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
55 mark, guys, 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Shoot.
Back to throw.
Okay,
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep depth, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 24. Check 24.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Echo.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On first down, Dickerson. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.